Six figures. That is the number every American is told to chase. Get to six figures and you have made it. Six figures means security, freedom, options, a life that works. There is a 32-year-old man in this country making $118,000 a year. Top 10% of all earners. College degree, stable corporate job, good car, nice apartment. He has $210 left at the end of every month. Not because he is irresponsible, not because he made some catastrophic mistake 10 years ago that he is still paying for, but because the promise attached to that number, the promise that six figures equals security, was never actually true. Not anymore. And the people who benefit from you believing it have never had any reason to tell you. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how a $118,000 salary becomes $210. The math, the timeline, the mechanism, and why your next raise is not going to fix it. Marcus's numbers. Marcus makes $118,000 a year. That is $9,833 per month before taxes. He should feel rich. He does not. Here is what actually happens to that money. Federal income tax takes 24%. FICA takes 7.65%. State and local taxes take roughly 6%. 37% gone before he ever sees it. His monthly take-home is $6,200. Rent is $2,100, not luxury, a standard one-bedroom in a decent area. Car payment, $480. Insurance, $180. Gas, $200. Groceries, $450. Not organic everything, just food. Utilities, $150. Phone, $85. Internet, $75. Subscriptions, $120. Netflix, Spotify, gym. Health insurance, $200, his share after employer contribution. Student loans, $350, state school debt, not private. Eating out and coffee, $400, not bottle service, just normal life. Total, $59.90 per month. Marcus takes home $6,200. He has $210 left for car repairs, medical emergencies, saving for a house, building wealth. $210. That is the gap between top 10% income and actual financial security. What this actually feels like. Let me tell you what this feels like for Marcus. It does not feel like top 10%. It feels like checking your bank account before buying a $12 lunch. It feels like your coworker making $75,000 talking about their vacation while you make $43,000 more and cannot afford one. It feels like your car making a weird noise and your chest tightening because you do not have $1,500 for a repair. It feels like your parents asking when you will buy a house and not having the energy to explain that the down payment would take you 6 years to save. It feels like every financial guru saying you should max out retirement and build a 6-month emergency fund while you're trying to figure out how to afford both. It feels like society telling you that you are successful while your bank account says you are 2 bad months from crisis. The worst part? Marcus knows people have it harder. He knows he is lucky. But he also knows something is deeply wrong when this salary means constant low-level financial anxiety instead of security. How we got here. So what happened? How did six figures go from wealth to just getting by? In 2019, Marcus was 25, making $58,000 at his first real job. Rent was $1,100, car payment $280, gas $270 a gallon, groceries $280 a month, student loans $250. After taxes, he took home $3,800, fixed costs $2,900. He had $900 left every month. He felt fine. Then the pandemic hit. By 2021, Marcus got a raise to $75,000, a 29% jump, but rent spiked to $1,400. Groceries up 15%. Gas hit $350. His new car, because used prices were insane, cost $420 a month. His $75,000 brought home $4,800 after taxes. Costs were now $4,300. He had $500 left, less than at $58,000. 2023, Marcus hit $95,000, promoted, winning. Rent went to $1,600, insurance up, groceries not coming back down, subscriptions creeping up everywhere. Take home $6,100, costs $5,700, $400 left. $37,000 more than 4 years ago, less money remaining. Today, April 2026, 118,000. Rent 2,100. Groceries 450. Gas $4. Car payment 480 at 7.5% interest. Every expense grew faster than his raises, even though his raises were big. Take home 6,200. Costs 59.90. $210 left. Marcus doubled his salary in 7 years. His financial position got worse. The thing nobody talks about. Here is what breaks people. The raise is a trap. When Marcus went from $95,000 to $118,000, that's a $23,000 raise. Sounds life-changing, but watch what actually happened. That raise pushed him into a higher tax bracket. Federal, state, and FICA take 37.65% of that new income. His $23,000 raise became $14,340 after tax, $1,195 per month, real money. Except rent went up $500, groceries up $70, gas up $60, insurance up $40, utilities up $30, health insurance up $50, subscriptions $25. New monthly costs $775. His $1,195 raise just became $420 in breathing room. But now Marcus makes 6 figures. His friends assume he can afford things. Group dinners cost more. Weekend trips go to nicer places. Bachelor parties in other cities. Social spending went from $300 to $500 because lifestyle inflation is contagious. That $420 in new income just became negative $80. $23,000 raise, less money than before. This is not personal failure. This is designed. The tax code takes more as you earn more. Markets raise prices when demand increases. Social pressure ensures you spend at your peer group level. Every ladder rung feels like progress, but the cost to stand on it rises faster than the income. Why this will not get better? So when does this get better for Marcus? When does the math finally start working in his favor? The honest answer is that it does not automatically, not just by earning more. Here is why. Costs do not reverse. Rent is not going back to $1,100. Groceries are not going back to $280. Inflation slowing down just means prices stop rising as fast. They don't fall. The baseline Marcus is living on right now is permanent. This is the floor, not a temporary situation. And his next raise will not save him either. In 3 to 5 years, Marcus might hit $140,000, a $22,000 raise. Sounds significant, but after taxes, that's $13,000, about $1,000 a month. Meanwhile, his rent goes up $200 to $300, groceries up $50, insurance up $40. $400 of that $1,000 is already gone. He nets $600 in actual new breathing room. Then social pressure does the rest. His friends are also earning more. Dinners get more expensive, trips get nicer. The $600 disappears into a lifestyle that moved up to meet him. And the comparison to his parents is what should make everyone paying attention genuinely angry. His parents bought their house in 1997 for $180,000 on a combined income of $68,000. That house is now worth $490,000 today. They built wealth just by living in it. Marcus makes more than they ever did. He can't save the down payment on a similar house because his cost of living is 53% higher in real terms than theirs was at his age. The math didn't just get harder, the math became a different equation entirely, and nobody updated the instructions. What this actually means. So what does this mean for Marcus? He is living in the most sophisticated income trap ever designed. Not the most dramatic, but the most insidious, because it doesn't feel like a crisis. It feels normal. 118,000, top 10%, can't build wealth, can't take risks, can't leave his job even if miserable because everything depends on that paycheck. This is the system working as designed. High salary keeps you productive, compliant, showing up. At 50,000, you would know you are struggling. At 118, you're supposed to be winning, so when you're not, you think it's your fault. But the math doesn't lie. The median 6-figure earner today has the same flexibility as a $60,000 earner in 2010. Salary went up. System moved the goalposts. Nobody told you. Marcus is not failing. The formula is broken. Education plus hard work plus career progression was supposed to equal security, but that assumed housing would stay proportional to income, healthcare affordable, cars not needing 6-year loans at 8%, a great salary actually being enough. Those assumptions no longer hold. Millions making objectively good money feel like they are barely surviving. The American dream didn't die. It became unaffordable even at 6 figures. Marcus still makes $118,000, still has $210 left, still shows up every morning to a job his entire financial life depends on. But here's what Marcus can actually do, and what you can do. Stop waiting for the next raise to fix the gap. It won't. The raise gets eaten before you even feel it. The only move that actually works is protecting the gap you have right now, before lifestyle inflation claims it, before social pressure spends it, before the system redirects it to someone else's asset. Automate something before the month starts, even $100. Capture your full employer 401k match if you are not already. That is free money sitting unclaimed. And stop upgrading when your income goes up. Let your salary grow while your lifestyle stays flat. That gap, that intentional, uncomfortable gap, is the only place wealth actually comes from. You are not bad with money. You are living in a system that was designed to consume every dollar you earn and leave you just comfortable enough to keep showing up. Understanding that is not the end of the conversation. It is the beginning of a different one. If this video showed you something real, hit that like button. Subscribe for weekly financial breakdowns that tell you what is actually happening. Share this with someone making good money and wondering where it all goes. I will see you in the next one.